What's good, family? It's your boy Ty.140 coming at y'all with another reaction video, another hot one, another banger. So this was a nice request by, I believe the sister name was Cora Gray. So shout out to Cora Gray. It says, is it okay to have a preference of race? Interracial couples agree or disagree? Spectrum, whatever. We're gonna get right into this, man, because I saw a video on this earlier while I was at work. I was listening to somebody talk about this, and it's convenient that, you know, sis showed love, and she commented on she wanted to know what I think about this one. So she wanted to know what I think about this topic. All right, so without further ado, man, let's do some housekeeping real quick. If you're new to the channel, show some love, stay a while, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down the bottom on what you want to see me react to next. You see the thumbnail, you see the title, you know what's up. Let's get it.
The freak stuff in the bedroom. If race sprinkles is put into that context, what do we think of that? Like
how would race be put into the bedroom?
Use your imagination.
I have unintentionally been racist towards my partner. 3, 2, 1, go.
I've definitely been ignorant.
So we were.
I can already tell it's about to be a good video because I'm about to bring a lot of controversy. Let me adjust this real quick. Let me see. Is it there? Damn, now y'all can't even see me. Come back, come back. Ah. No, I'm right here. Oh, I fucked it up. Alright, whatever. Alright, that's cool. Whatever. Yeah, I'm about to bring hella controversy to this shit, so this is about to be a good ass video. Y'all probably not gonna like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it because it's my truth. It's what I believe.
So we had an argument, and I was upset, and I had previously expressed how the stereotype or the stigma on angry black men or angry black women and how that makes me feel. And so we got into an argument. I was an angry black man, but in that moment of anger, he actually called me an angry black man. Which
is like the worst thing.
Made me go crazy because that was like the one thing that I talked to him about. So, you know, that was a really bad.
Listen, bro, fellas, queens, I'ma say this: us being who we are, it's not about us being sensitive. It's not about us. It has nothing to do with that. All right. If our partner is not of the same thing, they have to understand what we mean and where we come from, all right, from our roots. Because all that pain, everything that our ancestors went through is still in us, bro. It's still in our blood, all right? So it has nothing to do with us being oversensitive or none of that, bro. None of that. That is disrespectful, and that needs to be spoken, that needs to be talked about a lot, all right? When a person is angry, all right, first thing you should not say is their race. That should not be. Why couldn't it have been you're angry man? Why does it have to be you're an angry black man? Stop comparing the whole race to one individual. That's racist. Alright? You don't, that's complete, that's weird energy. If you feel like that, if you can even formulate that in your thought pattern, your process, you should not be with that person, bro. That person is not for you. Alright? Because we're the only people, yes, I don't care, disagree with me or whatever. We have it worse. Anybody with skin like me, we already go outside and fight in an impossible battle, an invisible battle, every day. We don't need to come home or come to a spot where we're comfortable with somebody and have to keep battling that shit too. Alright? So it ain't about you being, well, I gotta be sensitive or walk on eggshells. No, nigga. I understand what we go through. If you're not willing to even put yourself in that position, if you're not even willing to think about that, you should not be with us. Simple. You don't deserve to be with us. Because we fight every day. Niggas think, oh, I got it worse because you fight one day out the week. We fight every day, nigga. The odds were stacked against me as soon as I came out my mother. The odds were stacked against her when she was having me. That shit goes deep. Alright, my bad.
And it never happened again.
Shouldn't have happened.
I mean, I'm strongly disagree, but I think as just a white person, I am just inherently ignorant. So I think I'm gonna move to somewhat agree. Dating a black man has completely opened my eyes more than I already thought they were open, you know?
To be fair, you've never said anything that made me feel like, damn, she's racist. You know?
I'm from the Bay, so it used to be in my vocabulary where I would say the N-word with the A. I would rap it. I would do just those things, but my slang in general would just tick her off. And then I became conscious of it, and I really liked her, or I still do, of course. I love you. I started changing the way I speak.
Well, my girl don't even say the N-word. She's Dominican and Puerto Rican. She don't even say that.
She should be over here too. She would do Asian accents.
Another thing, black people can be prejudiced. Y'all not gonna like me after this. I don't care. A black person can be prejudiced, but a black person can never be racist. Racism is a form of supremacy. We don't have that here in this country or anywhere else in the world. So no, he's wrong for that. I would have got his ass too. Shout out to whoever. Damn, I'm ashy as hell. Shout out to Cora. Cora, thank you for giving me this video, because like, this is topics that I can speak with my passion and tick people off, and I like these type of videos.
The only time that I feel like I could be offending Asian people
exactly.
is when I'm mocking you.
Not being racist.
You're mocking your mother.
Come on, man. There it is. Prejudice.
So I only do the accent when he does it, making fun of his mom. Before that, I never did that.
Little prejudice, not, or you know, like what she said. She said mocking, but it's not racist, bro. Like.
This is called hot takes, and basically we had our audience submit hot takes and assumptions that they make about interracial relationships. They're really hot.
Oh boy.
Alright, last time. I'm gonna let the video play out. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna get my thoughts at the end, alright? I'm sorry.
Get steamy since you are interracial.
I mean, I think it adds to...
I like the differences between us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's not like any weird role play or anything. But yeah, definitely, you know, makes it fun.
I will say, like, when I'm not with you, people will like be like, oh, like, I know why you're with the black guy. And it's like, that's like super disrespectful, because it's like, that's like...
It's not disrespectful.
Really like on the line of like fetishizing like a race.
There's not many sexual stereotypes about white men. But like walking down the street, especially dating an Asian woman, like I get looks from men all the time, and like, oh, like, you know, right? And like people like actually like calling me out while I'm right next to her.
Interracial relationships can be a fetish, and that's okay if it's love too.
Alexa, resume my podcast. Okay. Picture the scene.
Bro, y'all don't think that it's not a fetish?
A trash bag full.
It's what you attract.
Even if you love the person, you just fetishizing that person is
I feel like
good
it
at all.
devalues
Yeah,
it.
and you're devaluing the entire community in itself.
I think there's always room for growth, so I can understand if it starts as a fetish and then along, you know, the relationship, they actually fall in love with that person and they realize that, okay, it wasn't okay for me to initially just like you based off of that.
If it's between two consenting adults, the freak stuff in the bedroom, if race sprinkles is put into that context, what do we think of that? Like, it's just in the bedroom, or is it like possible to just keep it in the bedroom?
How would race be put into the bedroom?
Use your imagination.
It doesn't even matter if you're consenting or not, it's still wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like you want to say that stuff, you want to do that stuff because of the stereotypes you have of those people, and that doesn't really sit right with me whatsoever.
I have always wanted mixed babies. 3,
That's
2,
weird.
1,
That's weird.
Go.
At one point in my life, I kind of wanted to have mixed babies with almost every race. I don't know if that's weird.
Hey, that's weird, bro.
But I just wanted, I'm real into genetics. I would like to see how my kids would turn out.
I'll let him slide.
As a mixed race person myself, you don't have a group of people to really be around. I mean, sometimes you connect with one side, sometimes you
I get it.
For me, it sucked actually a lot. I've accepted myself. I'm black and proud. I love the fact that I have both of these cultures and I really don't care. I just have to teach my kids that because of your skin tone, you either gain privileges or lose privileges.
Like I've had people at work, like, we'll be talking about ourselves and I'll show them a picture of Ivan and they'll be like, oh my God, I totally wanted black babies, like, when I was like a teenager. And it's just like, this isn't Build-A-Bear, like, this is a human, like, so.
And I actually have an 8-year-old mixed child. It's been very challenging, but I've had to stick it out because I want to be a good father and I care about my kid. So
this isn't Build-A-Bear, this is real life. And in my mind, I wanted to have kids that was exactly my skin tone or very close to it and look like me, because I am conceited as well. Where the hell I'm gonna find somebody to do that and it work out and they're just the perfect wife? I don't believe in that anymore.
It's funny because that was actually something we talked about when we first started dating. That became an insecurity of mine. I was like, so why are we dating? Because I cannot provide absolutely any of that for you. And so I understand, like I said, why he feels that way, why a lot of the black community feels that way. So I'm just glad that I'm accepted now in our relationship for that.
I sometimes feel like I betrayed my own race. 3,
I gotta write these
2,
things down.
1, go.
I'm gonna go off for my little after video, post video reaction.
I definitely feel like that, man. I feel like, especially where I'm from, I did my people a disservice by playing into that stereotype. And knowing what I stand for now, it's hard for me to feel like I'm going to be taken serious in the future if I ever want to speak on controversial topics. My people won't respect what I say because, like, it doesn't add up, my views and stuff. And then I'm dating somebody outside of my race behind the scenes. I feel like I lose respect in a way.
Me growing up, like, I was never always seen as black, whether it was because of how I looked or how I talked or my culture. But then when I get with someone who's not black, right, they're like, oh, you're betraying us. Oh, like, I get comments literally in my DMs being like, oh, Alex, you're not with us no more, right? And I'm like, do you want me or do you not want me, you know? It doesn't bother me if you don't want me, and I understand it is what it is, but don't pick and choose and don't nitpick little things, right? If you want me to be part of your community, then accept me for who I am. Don't say that because I'm half, I don't get to participate in certain topics or certain discussions.
Being linked to another race has its benefits. 3, 2, 1, go.
I guess I feel like the word like linked kind of confused me because I feel like experiencing another person's experience, like what their culture, like the way that they live, is definitely personally beneficial. But I think that like in terms of how others view me because I'm dating a white man, I don't find that beneficial. Like I feel like people might have like preconceptions about who I am because I'm an Asian person who's chosen to date a white man. Yeah, I had a question for, I guess, other people. Like, do you ever feel like being with a white person like could shield you from like discrimination, or like that they could like stand up?
Is she serious? Is she serious? Are we that out of touch, bro? Nigga, it's the complete opposite. It's a bigger target, bro. I feel like
a certain context, like if you were in like an altercation with the police or something, like having a white person there, like
somebody mute her, bro.
And that's what I kind of thought of when I heard the question and I was listening to you. It's just like, I don't know, even a customer service experience. I don't know, just random experiences where the person on the other side might judge me based on me being black, but you know, versus someone else calling, or you know, him calling, and you know, it's a whole different experience. So they might treat, you know, us individuals differently. So there might be a whole different experience based on just that.
Or but the cop shit, no, bro.
With my
it's not true.
partner's family. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is interesting.
So I'm sorry, Grace. In our lives, especially today, recently, politics plays such a huge part in it. And because you come from a conservative household, that's different from where I come from. And it does make me a little bit uncomfortable to know that I'm gonna be meeting people and have to have close relationships with them, and they don't value what I feel like I value in my life.
He's actually the first Black man I have ever dated and the only person of color within like my family just in of itself. And so certain members of my family with the same political values as us like had to kind of confide in me like, hey, we support you with whoever you date, like we're here for you. So it was interesting.
That's crazy how that has to even be a conversation. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Kind of see the different sides of my family members that I didn't necessarily know.
When I met her father for the first time, we were walking to get food and we saw the Ronald Reagan Museum or something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, I love Ronald Reagan, right? And you can have your own personal opinions on presidents, but Ronald Reagan was like, he's like the main reason why Black people are incarcerated. He's not a very good person to Black people. So I was just kind of cracking up about that and I was kind of awkward, and I know you kind of bit your tongue on that as well.
Yeah, it was hard to not say anything.
But I was thinking about saying something to maybe like be like, oh, I don't know about that, but I didn't want to like argue with your father on the very first day that I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very fun. Yeah. I don't know if I can exactly truly connect with him because of that. He's a very nice person, obviously, and he makes me feel comfortable, but at the same time I have to recognize who I am as a person.
I would say I somewhat agree because with my partner's family there's a language barrier. So I guess it's my responsibility now to try to learn the language, but sometimes when we're together, they're talking, I have no idea what's going on. So
yeah, bro.
I think that's a bit of why I feel like an outsider, but other than that, I feel welcomed.
I wish we were the same race. 3,
Yo, these
2,
shits is crazy.
1, go.
I'll start. I feel like
they lying.
that would just be the default easiest way to navigate through life. But definitely, obviously, growth happens when you're in interracial relationships. But yeah, that's kind of why I chose somewhat agree.
Yeah, I guess it, like you were saying, like I just feel like it would be easier in some aspects, and then for me, just like being mixed race, I have felt very like disconnected from my culture. So I feel like dating someone who was like Chilean or who was Korean would help me. But I also agree, like obviously, if you weren't white, you wouldn't be like you, and so I don't like wish that. And
the benefits outweigh like what I gain. It kind of sounds weird coming out because it's like, what do you guys get out of dating white people? Like, white people are getting weird.
I think it's interesting that everyone's saying that they feel it's easier, because I feel like it will be more difficult, me having a Black man and raising a Black family, that it would be more difficult if I was maybe with someone who was white, who could probably have benefits in other ways. I'm grateful for my husband and I love being with him. And I think there's a lot of benefits just culturally.
And you guys, that is officially a wrap.
All right, family. I want to go back on one thing. Let me see if I can find it. It was the question about... damn. What was the question? Let me see if I can find it.
This person myself, you don't have a group of people to really be around. I mean, sometimes you connect with...
Not this one. What was it?
3, 2, 1, go. Great.
Sometimes I feel like I portray my own race. All right, this is a good topic to speak on. All right, so I was just like I said, I was watching a video right on Steph is Cold. Actually, I was at work watching the video, and he made a video about it, which was why don't Black men date Black women, right? Okay, so what he was basically saying in the video was, which I agree with, is a lot of Black women, not all, but majority of Black women go for a specific type of Black man, or a specific type of man, period, which is the Ray-Rays, the man-mans, and, you know, the dudes that's on the block, whatever, hustlers, right? But they don't go after the 9-to-5 hustlers. They don't go after the Benjamins of the world. They don't go after the Urkels or the Jonathans or the Tylers or the James, right? they go after the Stefans, you know, the Ramils of the world and shit like that, you know. He broke it down to a science as in, as a black man, what are you to do, you know? So the black guy in this video, he's dating, I don't know him personally, but he gives me type of, he gives me Ty vibes, right? I can relate to him in many ways. Both were black. He looks like he's tall. I'm kind of tall. You know, we can relate in many ways, man. We black men that have interracial relationships, right? Past couple relationships have been interracial. Not saying in between those that I haven't messed with. Brown skinned women, goddesses, you know, woman of me. A black woman is my first love, to be completely honest with you. My mother is my first love. What is she? A black woman. My grandmother, I love my grandmother. She's a black woman. My sisters, they're black women. You get what I'm saying? So, no, I for sure love my women. I love everybody that love me. So, a lot of us black men, you know, it's 3 black men. Let me say that. Like he broke it down in the video that I was watching. You have the Benjamins or the Urkels that go to work every day, the 9 to 5. And then you have the code switchers. That's what I classify myself as. Like, I can attract many women, I feel like. I'm not trying to boost myself up, but this is real life. You know what I'm saying? I have attracted every black woman that I thought was good looking. Not everyone, but you get what I'm saying. Like, majority, you're not going to shoot, but you're not going to make every bucket. But I have been with a good amount of black women in my life, my short life, right? My young life. And I've been with Portuguese, I've been with Puerto Ricans, couple of the Dominican women, right? So that's the code switcher. The one who can get all, but they're not solely on one side. They're not like, I'm a nerd, I like nerd shit. I'm into games and weird shit, right? So that's one side of me. But I also have a group of people that I ain't really gonna get. I come from a family who is, you know, I'm around that too. I'm gonna just say that. So I can code switch. It's a certain switch. You know what I'm saying? It's like the happy medium. So then you have the Raw Mills and the Ray Rays and Man Mans. The Man Mans and Ray Rays, they can't code switch. Alright? They're one way and they're all the way because that's where they come from. That's really who they are. They can't break that barrier. You know what I'm saying? So black women, if they're handsome, they got them in a bag in abundance. That's there because black women are attracted to those guys. Alpha males, red pill males in the black community aren't the code switchers. To all women in the black community, we are not the code switchers. We're probably like the second pick. You know what I'm saying? First round, second pick though, right? But the first round, first pick is the Raw Mills and the Ray Rays and the Man Mans. So when he said that he feels like he betrayed his race, which I can, you know, I kind of get it because when we go into the stores, let's say I'm with my girl, it's a lot of black women, right? One time we was in Myrtle Beach, right? That's where my family's from. Walking down the strip, right? I don't know what, it's like an Ocean Drive, but Myrtle Beach. So Ocean Drive Junior, right? Walking down the strip, and it's a group of black girls. I don't know where they're from. They had an accent, so they must have been from Myrtle Beach. Pretty girls, whatnot. They look at me, they see my fit, they give a compliment, right? But the way that they gave the compliment was they said something slick to my girl. And it's kind of like, in the video, he brought this up too. He basically said, it's kind of like when you have that toy, when you have 2 toys or a box of toys, and your cousin comes over, and you have that one toy that you play with it sometimes, but that's not like your go-to toy. But once your cousin starts playing with that toy, he makes the toy look so much fun. He makes that toy look better than your toy that you go to all the time. Alright? So what you do, you get jealous. You say, oh, no, that's my toy. That's my toy. That toy belongs to me. So, no disrespect to my black women because I love y'all, like I said. Like, y'all are a piece of me. Y'all are me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the time, when the code switchers in public, right, with their interracial behalf, or the Urkel or whatever, right? The Benjamin is in you know, the Benjamin Tyler, whatever. He's in public with his Becky, no disrespect. They kind of like uplift that black man and make him look better. And don't let the girl be pretty now. Do not let the interracial part of the black man be pretty. The black women go like they cannot. Why are you with her? And when they saying why are you with her, they're not saying like y'all look bad. They're saying yo, you look good, but why you gotta be with her? You know what I'm saying? She's making you look good because she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, yo. I hope I make sense. But yeah, so I get that. I get that a lot. Like I remember one time I was with this Portuguese girl, and my uncle thought that she was like best thing under the sun, right? Ty, she's this, she's that. Yo, oh my God, Ty, oh my God, da da da. And then I had another cousin who was like, yo, she Portuguese, she white, she a Becky. Listen, I know her credit score at 800. I know you can get a car out of that. You know what I'm saying? We got those type of cousins, those type of uncles, and then you have the other family members who just against that completely. Like one of my cousins told my cousin, like, yo, listen, you know, yada yada yada, Ty bringing a white girl home, I ain't with all that. Don't bring no white girl to my house. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was joking or whether it was real shit, that's what we go through, you know? So they probably like, damn, I haven't had a black girlfriend, and I'm not the type of dude who brings every girl around, so they don't know who I'm dating. They don't know that it's been like multiple black women that I spoke to in between my relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know that. They just see whoever my girlfriend is at the time of the cookout. They just seeing that she's either Hispanic or Latino descent or white. So they think that I'm into that completely. And it's like, no, bro. Like, this is just who I'm with. This is who loved me. This is who I'm clicking with at the moment, at the time right now. This is who I want to build with. So I do understand what bro was saying about you're like betraying your race. Like, you feel like you're betraying your race. But listen, that Urkel is gonna love who's gonna love him back. He's gonna go where he's being treated nice. That code switcher, listen, it's the same thing. He's gonna go where he's treated nice. Now, the Ray Rays, the black women are just gonna come to them. I'm not saying that the black women don't go to the code switcher either, but they definitely ain't going to no Urkel. No disrespect, but they definitely not checking for him. The squares, I'm a little square. That's why I said I'm a code switcher. I'm in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I can turn the square on and I can turn the square off. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not checking for the whole square dudes. They're checking for the Ray Rays. If they can't get the Ray Rays, you know what I'm saying? The code switcher. The code switcher. That's the best bet. The code switcher is going to be on the street. He's not going to go to jail. Alright? He still can protect you because he got that. He a code switcher, so he like that too, just not all the way. He don't go all the way in there. You know what I'm saying? He got a brain. He uses his brain. And then the Urkel is just like one trick pony. He just go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. He don't want to do nothing crazy. Alright? So hopefully I made sense, man. I know my elbow ashy, bro. Hopefully I made enough sense for y'all to understand what I'm dishing out. So I appreciate you so much, Cora Gray. You made my day this morning when I saw that comment. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Truly. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I know this is just the start. I'm only like 25 videos in, man. But trust me, bro. Trust me. We gonna keep this train running, bro. We just building momentum right now. So like I always say, man, if you're new to the channel, show some love. Stay a while. It's room. Grab a plate. You're invited to the cookout. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And leave a comment down below on what you want to see me react to next. I appreciate everybody, each and every one of y'all, yo. I swear I do, man. Love on yourself. If you haven't already, man, tell yourself thank you today. Tell yourself that you love you. Keep God first. And I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.